Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to this video. All of the tour of LPIDP UMS and also all of friends. Today we are going to talk about Unit 7. The title of Unit 7 is How to Talk About Past Event. So guys, do you know what is past event? Yeah, past event is the thing that we did in the past. Ada beberapa penanda untuk menandai bahwa this event is happen or occur in the past. There are times expressions. There are several kind of time expressions, just yesterday, last, it can be last night, last month, last year, or others. Terus ada ago juga. For example, 3 months ago, 2 days ago, years ago, and others. Nah, next, what did you do yesterday? Nah, untuk menjawab pertanyaan ini, kita harus menggunakan form atau pola kalimat dari simple past tense. The answer can be I watch YouTube videos. Budi worked until 5 p.m. yesterday. And the third answer is they studied at home yesterday. Nah, dari ketiga sentence ini menggunakan simple past tense. Kita tarik patternnya. Ada I, Budi, and they. There are subject. And then watch, work, and studied is verb 2. YouTube and home are object. Jadi, pola kalimat dari simple past tense yang kalimat positif adalah subject plus verb to plus object. Nah, what about the negative sentence? Ayo kita ubah ini menjadi kalimat negatif. Akan menjadi I did not watch YouTube videos. Yang kedua, Budi did not work until 5 p.m. yesterday. Kemudian, they did not study at home yesterday. Nah, ketiga pola kalimat ini sama, kita hanya mengubah verbnya menjadi verb 1 atau base verb, kemudian tidak menggunakan verb 2 lagi dan ditambahkan dengan did, karena ini merupakan kalimat negatif di simple past tense. Jadi pola kalimatnya adalah subject plus did not plus verb 1. Karena sudah ada did, maka verbnya berubah menjadi verb 1, kemudian ditambahkan lagi dengan object. Hanya did dan verb 1 yang kita ubah dari verb 2 yang awalnya di kalimat positif ya, menjadi I did not watch YouTube videos. Menjadi Budi did not work until 5 p.m. yesterday. They did not study at home yesterday. Kemudian kalimat tanyanya gimana? Kita tinggal letakkan did tanpa not ya, karena ini kalimat interrogative. Menjadi did Budi work until 5 p.m. yesterday. Kemudian did you watch YouTube videos yesterday? Dan did they study at home yesterday? Nah, itu dia tadi pola kalimat simple past tense yang negatif, positif, dan interrogative. Nah, next you can see in the slide there are several verbs that we change into verb 2. Ada regular verb and irregular verb. Perbedaan dari regular and irregular sudah tahu ya. Perbedaannya adalah beraturan dan tidak beraturan. For example, want menjadi wanted, use menjadi use, work menjadi work, ditambahkan ed. Kemudian untuk irregular verb menjadi become menjadi became, begin menjadi began, pray menjadi pro, come menjadi came gitu ya, see menjadi saw, dan lain sebagainya. Nah, ini teman-teman harus sudah kuasai. Jika belum, kalian skip videonya, terus hafalkan atau tulis ulang. And this table are in the module of Unit 7 for tutor LPIDP UMS. Next, kita lanjut ke recount text. Kenapa kok berhubungan dengan recount text? Karena to tell past event atau our experience in the past, kita pasti menggunakan recount text. Structure dari recount text. Kalian pernah dengar nggak? Do you know anything about recount text? Atau have you heard atau learn about it? Nah, recount text is retell the past event. Jadi menceritakan ulang tentang our experience in the past atau pengalaman kita di masa lalu. For example, if you ever read about biography, someone biography, kemudian diary or travel story. All of it is included in the context atau termasuk dalam the context. Nah, generic structure from the context ada several generic structure. The first is orientation. Orientation in Indonesia, it can be like opening of the story. It provide information about setting and the participants of the story. The next paragraph, or paragraph 2, is event. What is event? Event tells us about what happened in the sequence, atau secara berurutan apa yang terjadi dengan si participants atau tokohnya ini. The last paragraph is closure of the event or story. In this paragraph, our reorientation is generally tells about the writers or the participants' feelings about their experience, atau apa yang mereka rasakan tentang pengalaman mereka itu tadi. Nah, in the next slide, it's kind of example of recontext. If you ever learned about recontext in junior high school, right? This text is included in several parts. The first paragraph is orientation, the next paragraph is event, and then the orientation. In the orientation, the setting is in the Merapi Mountain, and the participants are I and his friends, his or her friends. And next event is tell about the first character atau tokoh utama, menceritakan tentang pengalamannya, what happened. And the orientation, whoever it was great experience I had ever done. Jadi ini menceritakan tentang the characters feeling, or the main characters feeling about his or her travel. Gitu. Nah, your turn is to tell about your past experience. Or to make a recontext, it can be oral or written recontext. And the next slide is in the topic B. We can read here, you went on a vacation to Yogyakarta and took a picture above. There are some pictures about Borobudur Temple and Malioboro Strait. You can use the other setting, the place that you have ever visited. Give as much information as you can and answer your partner questions. Where did you go? How long you were there? And who did you go with? And the next, what did you do there? Did you enjoy it? And the last is, where did you take this picture? Nah, your exercise is how make your own recontext based on your experience. Jadi teman-teman, you can make your own recontext based on your experience, di mana tempat kalian pernah kunjungi. For example, ada Borobudur Temple or National Monument, Jakarta, Malioboro Strait, or the other places. Now, for tutor at PIDB UMS, you can ask your student to make oral or written recontext. If you have any question, you can comment down below or email me, and I will write the email in the description box, or you can chat me for tutor at PIDB UMS. Thank you for your attention. See you on the next meeting on Unit 8. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.